All right, hey guys, again, I don't think this is page 57. It's probably page 19, maybe, question mark. It'll be the next blank page, okay? We're going to do factoring by grouping. Now, I'm not going to quiz or test you over this. This is just something to put under your belt, okay? So, with that being said, if you notice, this thing is a fourth term polynomial, okay? It's a cubic because of that 3. But let me show you how we do this. I'm going to group it like this with these parentheses. Okay? Just look at the first half. What could I factor out? Well, a 7 could go into 35, so we're going to put a 7. And remember, pick the smallest exponent, so n squared. So if I factor it out of just these first two, we're going to get 5, because 35 divided by 7 is 5. N cubic, n squared, so it's 3 minus 2, which is that 1. Okay? And then, look, that's the same thing, so that's plus 1. All right? Now, let's do the same thing over here. I can factor a 3 out, and watch what happens. We'll put a plus 3 here because, positive 3. So 15 divided by 3 is 5. The n has to stay. 3 divided by 3 is a 1. Again, it's understood there's like a 1 there. Notice, same thing. Okay? We're going to group those together. So 5n plus 1. And then we're going to take this 3 and a 7n squared, stick them together. You could call this a reverse distributive property. If I were to distribute the 7n squared, it would be written like that. Same thing with the 3. And then multiply it out to get that fourth term polynomial back where we started. Okay? That was a bit of a stretch. It's like little baby steps to do greatest common factor, but you've been already having practice with this and you're doing great. Notice they have to be the same thing before you can bring them together. Okay? Let's look at another one. So, for example 2, again, you're putting these in your composition book. We're going to group the first 2 and the last 2. I know I can pull the 6 out and k squared. If we pull those out, 6 divided by 6 is 1, k3, k2, so that's going to be just a k left over. Negative 36 divided by 6 is a negative 6. The k squared is going to turn to 1. So we're done with the first half. Okay. Second one, we can pull a 5 out. So positive 5, and look what happens. K, negative 30 divided by 5 is negative 6. They're the same thing, so I know I'm done. Let me see if I can get this thing out of our way. There we go. Same thing, so we're going to stick them together. And then we're going to bring down our 5 and our 6k squared, excuse me. And then we're done. Okay? One more time. Group the first 2. Take notice, I'm grouping that negative with the 2n. Divide by 3, n squared. 3, that turns into 1. n3, n squared. So n, 21 divided by 3 is 7. N squared is going to be 1. Boom. And try to match this one over here like we've been doing. We want a positive 7, so I think I need to factor out a negative 2, so these negatives turn positive. And again, negative 2 divided by negative 2 is going to be a 1, so we just have an n. Negative 14 divided by negative 2 is a positive 7. And again, I get the same thing. So n plus 7, parentheses, 3n squared minus 2. Boom. Now, there's a worksheet for this over here on the table. You can go ahead and try some of these out, like I'm about to do right now. Get some practice in. and then move on. Okay? You don't have to spend the whole time doing this. Again, I just want to put this under your belt. Okay? So, let me try one more time. Again, factor out of 7, b squared. Okay? And 7 7's 1, so we got b. That's going to be negative 8. Try to get the same thing over here. So it looks like we need to pull out a 4. So positive 4, b negative 8. Okay? And again, we have matching polynomials, so stick everything together. b negative 8. Now, don't forget, always take out greatest common factor. I knew this one was already, oopsie daisy. I knew this was already taken care of because that's 7. Okay, the rest of these are even, but that 2 won't go into that 7, so that's as low as it gets. But when you get to the bigger ones, keep an eye out for that. You always take out the greatest common factor. I'm done with this. I want to move on to the next thing we're going to be talking about. But again, spend some time practicing these. The answer key is going to be on the back of the worksheet, okay? Now, this is also over there on the table. It's a nice flow chart. Again, the next blank page, might be 20 this time, still not sure. Graphing or factoring graphic organizer. This is going to be a flow chart. And again, once you get it from over here on the table, you'll notice it's all filled out for you, okay? So I expect a thank you when I come back. But the idea is take the greatest common factor first. Once you're done with that, if you're still needing the factor, you just follow the flow chart. Is it a difference of squares? Is it a trinomial with a 1 for a leading coefficient? Is it a trinomial with a leading coefficient greater than 1? Or is it simply 4 terms and we need to use grouping that I just showed you? Flow chart's already filled out. All you got to do is stick this in. Okay, guys? All right, next one. This is the quiz. Y'all just took it. I'm going to skip this. No, that was the review. Mixed factoring practice. Let me make sure this is the next thing we're going to do. Hold on. All right. I don't have a worksheet for this, but again, if you want to test yourself, you can go ahead and try to work these out together. I kind of want to move on to the solving by factoring for the sake of keeping the train moving, as it were. Let's see here. I will do, no, these are all mixed up. If you want some more practice, you can do these, but I'm going to kind of start moving towards solving for equations. Again, go to the next blank page, copy this down, solve an equation using factoring, get everything on one side, factor as much as possible, set each part to equal 0, and solve each part of the variable. You know what? I think this is asking a lot. Let's go back and do the mixed problems. We'll try to tackle this Friday. Okay? So, let's go back to those mixed problems. Again, go ahead and pause the video so you can try it out yourself. I'll do a couple of these before my time runs out. Let me look. Alright, I'll do a couple of these, okay? When I mean couple, I mean few. When I mean few, I mean probably more than few. So, again, look at it, see what can go into each one. I'm thinking 4. Okay, 8 divided by 4 is 2. Bring down the end. 12 divided by 4 is 3. Boom. Again, there's no worksheet for this, so you're going to have to pause the video and try these out on your table or something, okay? All right, number 2. I know a 2 can be going to all of that. Let's see if this 4 can be factored into all of it. So 64 divided by 4 is 16, looking good. 252 divided by 4 63, looking good. I'm going to factor a 4 out of everything. So n squared, 64 divided by 4 was 16. And 252 divided by 4 was 63. Again, put this 4 on the back burner. I'm going to do my little X games. 63, 16, I'm pretty sure it's 9 and 7. So 4n plus 9, n minus, plus 7. All that's positive. Boom. You're going to get real good with these, and I'm going to be so happy and proud of you guys. 7 can't go into any of these, if I'm not mistaken. No, of course it doesn't. So, we're going to do the A times C thing. So, 7 times 54 is going to be 378. Again, it's a negative 378. Let me write that a little better. Negative 378. There we go. And then a minus 50. Dagnabbit. Let me try that all over again. There. Negative 57. Ugh. Again, still looking for those two numbers. This one's going to be tough, so I'm going to pause the video momentarily. Alright guys, I found it to be 63 and 6. That should be a negative, so we can have a negative 57 when we add 6 to it. So, start your parentheses, v minus 63, parentheses v plus 6. Don't forget to divide by the 7. 7 going to 63 9 times, so v negative 9. Parentheses, bottoms up, 7v plus 6. Boom. Number 4. I'm pretty sure 6 can go into 54 9 times, so I'm going to factor everything out by 6. b squared plus 10b plus 9. Guys, when you start getting good like this, you'll know, you can start looking at these things and say, I know what it is. If that's a 9, it's probably going to be b plus 1 and b plus 9. Because in your head, you're going to know 1 times 9 is 9, and then 9 plus 1 is 10. Okay? Notice I didn't use an X this time because I'm starting to get good at this. This one, I don't know. I'm going to see if 87 is divisible by 21. You know, go big or go home. It's not. Let's go for something smaller, maybe 7. It's not. Hopefully 3. It is. So I'm going to factor 3 out of everything. 21, that'd be 7p squared minus 29, because I already did the work. And then 72, well, that's beyond me. Let me check. 72 divided by 3, 24. Boom. This looks like another big one, but that's okay. We can handle it. Draw your X. 21 times 72. I'm going to write that right here. Oh, if I can. There we go. 21 times 72. Holy moly. Oh, wait a minute. That's not right. I'm multiplying the wrong numbers, guys. Duh. It's 7 times 24. Sheesh. What a day I had. 7 times 24. That's 168. Negative 29 on the bottom. What two numbers? Again, I'm going to pause it while I do the math. Alright guys, I'm back. I found it to be 8 and 21. Oh, both of them need to be negative, so we can get that negative 29. So bring it on over. 3, p minus 8, p minus 21. Don't forget to divide by the 7. bottoms up. 7 can go negative 21 3 times, so P minus 3, 7P minus 8, and 3. Whew. And the last one. I know 7 can't go into 54, so I'm going to just go straight to my x. 7 times 35. It's going to be 245 and a negative 54 on the bottom. And again, I'm going to pause the video to do my math. Alright, I'm back. I found it to be 49 and 5. They both need to be negative. So come on over and go A minus 49 and A minus 5. Divide by the 7. Again, this will be bottoms up. 7 can go into 49 7 times. And we get 7A negative 5. Whew. Alright, I don't want to make this video too terribly long. So again, pause the video, give these a shot. There's no worksheet for them. It's just trying these out, okay? When I come in Friday, if you had questions about any of these, we can go over them. But, you know, when we come in Friday, I just want to go over your quiz and start solving equations using factoring method, okay? All right. We'll see you later. Bye-bye. Here, another smiley face.